It's gone past the 3 o'clock hour, officially welcoming you to Hard Facts. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in the Maryann Okon weeks. June, by throw, we got to welcome July. But you lie, July, because the rain that we're seeing seems like an August rain. I was going to the mainland this morning, and for every 5 minutes on the bridge, it's either you see a little bit of sunshine and then it rains on the other side. You go a bit further, it rains, and then you go after that, the sun. And then I was just thinking to myself, like, why? What's happening? Anyway, welcome to the show. As usual, we start off with the big weekend stories, all the stories that have all the permutations, all the back and forth between the APC and the PDP, Wike, Simfubara, Mr. President, what's his name now? Ganduje, Mr. VP. It's just been a lot of things to, have a conversation over. And that's why we're bringing these stories to you. Yes, there's a lot to unpack. Welcome to the show. My name is Maryann Okon. This is Hard Facts. On the 4 o'clock hour, in pursuant of my promise to listen to local government aspirants, unfortunately, it's only the Labour Party that has put their candidates forward. I'm so sorry that I've not seen anybody from the PDP. None of them have come. Come and tell us what you want to do for the people. I want to start a debate before the elections. Come here, APC, PDP, and let's all of us sit in the studio. Let's have a debate. If you're running for especially Etiosa, come and let us, the people of Etiosa, see what you have for them and why you must be the man they should vote for, or woman. So join me on the show this week. If you're interested, you're a PDP member, PDP local government chairman aspirant or candidate, you are of the youth party, you are of the YPP, whatever party, ADC, come and let us hear what you have for the people of your state. Is that a deal? But today on the 4 o'clock hour, we're going to have another chairmanship hopeful from another local government area. Last week we had somebody from, I think, Ekpe. So this time around we're going to have somebody from the mainland. It's going to be interesting, if you ask me. But on the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to be talking rivers, because it looks like all is fine and dandy. But is it? We'll talk on the 5 o'clock hour. Former commissioner, serving commissioner in River State, will be joining us to have that conversation. But first, welcome to the show. Let's get into the business of the day, because it's time for us to look at the big weekend.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big 3 stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big 3 every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
All right, we're back. Let's go straight into the business of the day. Let's start with the Punch newspaper. Top story here says Wike versus Makinde. Tensions mount as PDP holds NEC meeting today. And I saw some clips of serious security mounted outside and around the venue for the meeting. Of course, this NEC meeting, when they say the Pinokorude, they were saying, no matter what, this meeting must hold. As the crisis within the People's Democratic Party deepens over the position of National Secretary and the disputed 100th National Executive Council meeting scheduled for today, a major showdown appears imminent as party leaders are at odds, with rival factions planning to hold separate NEC and National Caucus meetings today in Abuja. Credible sources who spoke on condition of anonymity due to lack of authorization to speak on the issue told the Punch newspaper that rival factions were actively mobilizing and preparing to attend separate meetings. A reliable party source said the Board of Trustees was also scheduled to meet today amid the ongoing turmoil. on this particular matter, there's a saying in my place that you hold it here, it comes out there. In other words, it's uncontrollable. But here is our former Senate President, Senator Bukola Saraki, speaking on the controversy of the NEC meeting. And this video is courtesy of, I think, Arise Television. He was on Arise Television last weekend, I think last week Friday, speaking on this issue. And there's so many sides to, this PDP wahala. But let's start with this one. This is Senator Bukola Saraki.
In that regard, would it be fair to say that your reconciliation efforts so far have hit a brick wall?
No, it hasn't. These are the problems that existed. Let's go back. We want to have a smooth convention. But before we can have a smooth convention, we've got to have NEC. Before we can have NEC, we've got to first agree who is our secretary. So these are three things we need to tackle. The issue of the secretary has been lingering for ages. It didn't start today, but we need to now take it head on. Now, unfortunately, over the time, people have taken positions on where they stand on this issue. Now, we've said, look, there's no interest here. We just got to be guided by what is acceptable by law. The Supreme Court ruled on it, but the Supreme Court's ruling did not help it either way. It created more confusion. And then we said, okay, fine, let us discuss with the regulator. Now, prior to the last week, there were informal discussions where people said, look, this is what INEC is saying. And some people said, well, we believe what INEC is saying informally, which is we recognize the existing secretary as Maryann. Some people said, no. We can't go by informal, no. If we can have a meeting with INEC and INEC can show direction or advice or clarity, we will accept that and move ahead. And that's what led to the meeting you saw between the party and INEC. And I must commend INEC, because INEC could easily have decided to say, listen, we leave you with your problem. And that will have created more problem for PDP. But that meeting helped tremendously, because a lot of people who thought, look, this was being orchestrated, or those who held the position that Maryann had an agenda, we went to INEC. And we made sure that those that went to INEC were represented by all the different groups. The governors forum had 4 out of their governors. The National Assembly brought the leaders of the 2 caucuses. We had the secretary of the BOT. We had members of my committee. We had some members of NWC. So it was a well-spread cross-section of leaders of the party. And then we met with INEC. And leaving that meeting with INEC, at the end of the day, INEC says you can do what you want to do. But ours is to tell you what we accept and what is our own view. We left that meeting, and I will say out of, I think we're 10, 9 of us all accepted that clearly INEC was telling us, as far as they're concerned, the person that they see as a secretary as of today is Senator Sam Maryann. If you want to.
So that's Senator Bukola Saraki there, explaining what he thinks is the situation within the party right now. It's an interesting one, right? It's like the problem in the PDP is unending, and every time it seems like they hit some sort of gold, it turns to ash. I really don't know. 2 parallel NEC meetings holding today. The BOT is supposed to have a meeting today. We're yet to know what the outcome of that is, and I don't know. Well, let's move from the PDP to the APC. Yes, apparently, Benue, Nasarawa lead North Central bid for APC chairmanship slot. Apparently, following the resignation of the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Umar Ganduje, on Friday, the North Central zone of the party has thrown in its hat into the ring for the position. In fact, you did hear last week when the Deputy Senate President said that he would do anything for Mr. President. In fact, he would go as far as submitting himself for vice presidency. Yeah. Well, this has actually sparked interest of a lot of stakeholders from Kogi, some in Benue, Nasarawa, and other north central states, demanding that the office be zoned to their region. Although no official statement has been made, insiders say the former Kano state governor had come under mounting pressure from stakeholders from the north central region who have long agitated for the chairmanship seat to return to their zone. Ganduje was appointed APC chairman in August 2023 following the resignation of Senator Abdullahi Adamu, who hails from the north central zone. Interesting. There have been so many predictions. Some people have even, strongly affirmed that they think that this is what the true picture is. But who knows what the true picture is with this APC situation? Do you think that the APC and all the people who fought for it would sit back and watch a Kwankwaso come back? Well, there are those who also say that Kwankwaso, used to be a member of the APC. All these guys, both APC and PDP members, they can crisscross at any time. But will that really sit well out of the blue? You just pluck a Kwankwaso from NMPP and make him party chairman? That cannot work, can it? Anyway. Also, still, let's go back to the PDP. The governor of Enugu State was quoted to say that the Southeast as a caucus might break away from the PDP because of the leadership crisis. Yes. But then when he was asked if he was going to leave the PDP, he said, no, he's not saying that he will leave the PDP, but he's saying that if this Samayanwu situation is not fixed, that, he and the Southeast caucus may have to leave the party. You see what I said about the PDP? It looks like every time you think that they're going to get a break, something else hits them. Finally, let's just talk about Plateau State quickly. The Plateau State governor is in the news again. He's saying the elites are behind insecurity. We've heard people say that, politicians. I think it was Babagana Zulum, Professor Babagana Zulum of Borno State, who said that people in government, in the army, high-ranking officials are behind Boko Haram. Now, Governor Caleb Muftwang is telling us that elites are behind the insecurity. He blamed the country's persistent security challenges on the powerful and influential members of society. He spoke during a stakeholder meeting themed dialogue on community policing and as a panacea for insecurity in Nigeria, and they're using Plateau State as a case study. In fact, he was speaking in Jos. Is this really news to us? Well, I think it's not. But what do we do with this information? What did we do with the information that Senator, what's his name, the khaki man, Adams Oshomole said? What did we do with that information? What have we done with the information from Professor Babagana Zulum? What are we supposed to do with this information now? Because every day we're recording scores and scores of people dying, maimed, kidnapped. Don't forget, a chief justice in Bayelsa State has been kidnapped. They're yet to retrieve him. But we're playing ping pong with this issue of insecurity, and it breaks my heart because it could be any of us. At what point will it become very important, front and center for our government? And it's not just about the Tinubu administration, all the state governors and the federal government. When will it become a priority for them to value our lives? Well, welcome to Hard Facts. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts. I am Maryann Okon. We're looking at the big stories from the weekend. The phone lines are open: 0201 277 0993, 0201 465 7190. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 08095975 If you're listening from outside of the country, you want to join the conversation, you can be part of the conversation by calling us, only if you're calling from the diaspora, on 08095975 That is on WhatsApp. Unfortunately, I think our YouTube link is down again. It's been working all day, but it's down now. I think maybe Facebook might be working. So we're live on Facebook, so you can go ahead and join the conversation on Facebook. Post your comments. I'd like to hear from you. But we'll go on a very quick break, and when we come back, I'd like to hear your thoughts on all of the big stories from the weekend. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Hey, yeah, now Rabi, with Rabi, but it's strong, my mouth is fresh. It clean well, now Oral-B. Strong teeth Oral-B, fresh bread Oral-B, 24/7 with Oral-B. Strong teeth Oral-B.
Give on our teeth 24 hours protection. Use Oral-B today. Na Nigerian Dental Association. Tanda Gidigba with Oral-B.
How do we make our cooking come alive, oh? Pepetera. For that tasty meal where you like, oh. Pepetera. I mean, you want cook food to impress, oh. Pepetera. Pepetera.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepetera.
Yeah,
I am Malario, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on. Malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
No buy am. But why? No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Mom's love is pure. It's so no, she does. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's yummy fries cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
This is not just a debate. It's a battle of minds. A clash of brilliance. A war of words. And only one champion. One true champion will rise. The regional champions are ready. The stage is set. The stakes higher than ever before. Catch the I Beg to Differ National Finals live on all Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM stations nationwide. It's intellect, it's passion, it's the future in action. Debate redefined. The IBTD National Tournament begins August 11th, 2025. Only on Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM nationwide. For sponsorship, call 0805-581-5844 or email ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know?
Your dose of facts we bet you never knew. Right here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Did you know that you can be heavily pregnant and not realize? Cryptic pregnancies aren't that uncommon, with 1 in 500 not recognized until at least halfway through, and 1 in 2,500 not known until labor starts.
Another piece of the puzzle now revealed. Keep questioning, keep listening. Only on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
1 cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
Hey, yeah, now Rabi, with Orabi, but it's strong, my mouth is fresh. He clean well, oh, now Orabi. Strong teeth Orabi, fresh bread Orabi, 24/7 with Orabi. Strong teeth Orabi.
Give on our teeth 24 hours protection. Use Orabi today. Na Nigerian Dental Association. Tanda Gidigba with Orabi.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
The big weekend.
This is Hard Facts.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We're looking at the big weekend stories on Hard Facts. Join the conversation 0201-277-0993. It looks like everywhere you turn in terms of political parties, there's Wahala. Apparently, I was listening to Professor Odenta today, and he made a very interesting point that all the parties are headed to Armageddon, sort of, including the APC. And he made a strong argument for Vice President Kashim Shettima, and the fact that it's just been 2 years into the ticket, and the presidency seems to be giving off a body language that they don't want him anymore. And that, of course, can cost him a huge chunk of the APC. That's problem one brewing. Of course, whoever he decides to put as his running mate for 2027 will also come with his own wahala. Let's also not forget that there's a lot of movement and rumblings in the party for the position of Ganduje. I almost said Gandola. Yeah, and several other things. So it's not necessarily paradise for the APC. It looks like all the parties are shaking at their core. Let's talk Lagos. 0201-277-0993 for the ladies. 0201-465-7190. 60 seconds is all you have. Welcome to the show.
I have come again, not about parties.
What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
This Mr. Benga.
Go ahead.
From Ikorodu.
Go ahead.
The insecurity. Malaysia told us there was a sitting governor there that sponsored Boko Haram. We did not believe him before he died. And they give us some names, 400 names from overseas that we should think about it. Do we do anything? What is the consequences for terrorists in this country? It's pardon. If the consequence is firing squad, they will have won them. But we are playing games. It's not their own life now. Even though Ribadu said that most of our military, they sell arms to them. Is that not a true something they are telling ourselves? When we hate the truth. We have said bye-bye to truth. We will not call on God to come and help us as we are doing now. Let's call our pastors now. Let's call Pastor Adeboye. Pastor Bayo said that he hates with God. He drank with God.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. 0201-277-0993. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Emmanuel, I'm speaking to you from Ekwe.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised that some people are head-bent on destroying the PDP, even within the National Working Committee. And I know what they are aiming for. It is National Convention. And I'm really feeling for one of our governors presently, Governor Adeleke, because his election is just at the corner. Let them do whatever they want to do. They should remember that Nigeria still remains and political party will still exist. If they don't care about their character in the future, then it's not for me to tell them, what the future will look like, because such a person won't come to my party if I'm a head of another party and I'll give him a position. Then for the issue of insecurity, Governor Mufai is also one of the elite. So they are what he's trying to say, including Governor Zulu, is that they are the ones destroying this country. So they should fix it. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. 0201-277-0993. We're looking at the APC, the PDP. Well, we hear that they're going to have 2 parallel meetings, NEC meetings holding today, plus a BOT meeting. And don't forget, all of this is in a bid to set the party straight. Also, the APC is not left out of the party when it comes to the craziness leading up to 2027. The APC obviously has its own problems. Apparently, now that Ganduje is gone, there are people who are throwing their hats into the ring who want, obviously, a position. But then there are those who are querying Mr. President and his team's handling of the, endorsement of Mr. President for 2027 and the fact that Mr. Vice President's name was not mentioned. Even with all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Damage control that's been done. There's still that body language that says, well, he's not going to stay. But the likes of Professor Udenta are querying why this has to happen just 2 years into the first term of the administration. And he gave a lot of examples. He said, good luck, Jonathan, Olusegun Obasanjo, and of course Atiku Abubakar. I mean, with all of the problems that they had, they still ran again for a second term, and the ticket, gave them a second term. Same thing for Buhari. Buhari did the same. Good luck, Jonathan, and Yaradua. Of course, unfortunately, Yaradua passed on, and so good luck continued. And he had a great relationship with the former Kaduna State governor who became vice president at the time. Fast forward to Buhari and Osibajo. Yes, of course, maybe Osibajo's loyalty lied somewhere else. I mean, some people would say he was a Tinubu man. Some people would say he wasn't a Tinubu man, whatever. But no matter what the problems were, he never ever made his second man feel like he was utter rubbish. And I'm trying to mix, not exactly what the professor said, but in not so many words, he said, what they've done is rubbish the person of the vice president in a bid to clinch the 2027 ticket. And he said this means also that the APC doesn't have his house together. And then most importantly, the governor of Plateau State is telling us something that we already know. But the bigger question is, what are we going to do with this information? Yes, okay, the elites have a hand in insecurity. What are we going to do to name and shame them? Hello, turn off your radio, please.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I am Pastor Fine. With what is happening in the country now, with the political parties not settled, and above all, the kind of administration or governance APC has given us for the past 2 years, it is very, very sure that they have nothing to give us again in the future. I urge Nigerians, the whole Nigerians, to please set aside ethnicity and religious problems, and let us, with one voice, vote out these two political parties, because they have nothing whatsoever to give to us. Look at from the head of APC to the down. All of them have questionable characters. All have issues to settle with the anti-graft agencies. In PDP, they are not settled. Wike is working hard to destabilize PDP. He has said it openly that he is a PDP member, but yet he wants to deliver federal capital and river state to APC. Where does this type of thing happen in the whole clan?
All right.
Where can you see this type of thing happen? One man.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling.
And it has nothing to say about it.
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor, for calling. I'd like to hear your thoughts and your comments. The female line 0201 465 7190. Hello. Hello. Anybody home? Do call me back if you can. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. I greet you.
Yes. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Lapruchu is my name from Alimosho.
Go ahead, please.
Well, on PDP, I can tell you that they will bounce back again. Yeah, I'm so optimistic about this.
Are you a member of the
I don't want-
PDP? Why are you so certain? Even the members of the PDP are not certain that the party will bounce back.
I don't want to argue much on this. Just be on watch out. I say I'm so optimistic they will bounce back again. And then on insecurity, no point pointing, accusing people, blaming each other. Politicians will blame the elite. Elites will blame politicians. If you are sure this is a politician behind this insecurity, why not come out and name them and shame them? The security men, the people behind this, let security men go after them. Because my heart breaks. I have a hard feeling with the type of insecurity in this country. Lives and properties are lost. And
Thank you very much,
almost
Rapido, for calling. Your 60 seconds is over. Please go straight to the point when you call me. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, madam.
Yes.
Hello?
Mm.
Good afternoon, madam.
I can hear you. Go
Hello?
ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Adewumi, calling from Abeokuta.
Go ahead.
Yes, I want to contribute to this Wiki problem. I don't think Wiki is trying to destroy PDP. All what Wiki is saying is very simple. Let the presidency remain in the South. It's as simple as that. You not have agreed before that the president should stick to the South. And that's what the man is all saying. Let the president stay in the South, that's all.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. All right. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. All right, call me back. Sorry about that. I was waiting for you to respond to me. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening. This is Ayo from Ikorodu.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think whatever APC want to do with PDP, let them go ahead. We've been having a lot of political parties before now. We had UPN, we have MPN, we have all of that. Where are they now? And Nigerians still remain. But if Nigerians feel that what APC is giving to them now is what they need, let them keep on supporting the party now. So people will tell you, Tinubu is a master strategist, this and that. PDP does not put their house in order. How will PDP put their house in order? Nigerian politicians, it is any party that's in power, you understand, that always steal to us to. They give them money because they don't want to be out of power. So if APC is out of power now, you have the same problem PDP is facing now. So you cannot even blame PDP. They pick people that are in PDP who like money. They give them money and use it to destabilize the party. That's kind of so. It is left for us as citizens of this country to organize ourselves. If you love these two parties, let us go ahead. There's a coalition that is coming up now. You understand? If you love what EPC is giving us now as governance, let's go ahead and vote for them again for 2027.
All right. Okay.
And all this PDP is the PDP is that, PDP is that.
All right. Thank you very much, Ayo, for calling. I do appreciate it. I want to read some of your messages, so keep them coming on WhatsApp 0809597585. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM 99.3. Post your comments on our live stream. Abdul Alaba Lakwe here says the PDP and its political brouhaha might not end anytime soon, not even in 2027. However, until those powerful people in the party either leave the party or are being sent away, the political rumbles in the PDP might not end at all. And the side of the APC, I believe, that with President Bola Tinubu in the party, the person who will be there, who will, I'm sure you mean win the chairmanship cap, will be superb. Okay. And mind you, any person who will be wearing the cap will consult Umar Ganduje on how he did it to bring thousands of people, including some governors, into the party. Your message is too long, so I'm going to skip it. Bernard Ohi here says PDP cannot survive this self-inflicted crisis. Sorry for them. Thank you very much. I'm coming back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, actually, good afternoon.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, quick one. You were asking us the information Oshimola give and who again give information. They're asking for the information. What the information will do. The people that said, look, insecurity will be the thing of the past. What are you doing with those information? Because all I hear, oh, it's not only on this man regime, not only on this man regime, but throughout Jonathan, I never hear Nigerians call say, oh, not only Nigeria, Jonathan regime that insecurity have been in this country, because we are taking sides. Like Lapulichuku said, PDP, it will shock all of us. All these people, the PDP is dead and buried. PDP is dead and buried. You people are enjoying this salad.
I'm wondering what magic the PDP is going to do as we're watching. All of us are watching.
Miriam, leave that thing. I bet you guys will get the shocker of your life. Oh, what PDP? PDP now you will market. You know, say one person not come. I'm not here in card. Not for yellow. PDP is still there, right? People are enjoying what APC is digging out. No problem. We all are in for it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. 0201-277-0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Miriam, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead.
Miriam, I don't see PDP getting its acts together. But I want to believe that all of these people that are in PDP, they are more clever than all of this. Gather themselves, those people who are of like mind, and go and register another political party. When the PDP wanted to join Buhari...
But is that not what they're doing with the ADA or whatever, the ADA party?
No. The people in ADA are mostly people who are... people like Rufai is not a member of PDP. People like... what do you call him now? Rotimi Amechi is not a member of the
What are you
PDP.
saying? These were members of the PDP. Where did Amechi leave from to become
Miriam,
an
they are
APC
presently
member?
in APC now.
Okay.
So they should put their acts together. We have governors, all the governors who have like minds. Let them put their acts together. Go and register another party. Must they be in PDP? Because Wike is there. It will never allow PDP to succeed because he wants his master to come back.
Okay.
On social media today, I heard somebody saying that Wike drove him out and beat him up on social media.
Okay. All right. I have to let you
So
go.
that is it.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. I have 7 minutes on the clock. Before I come back to the phone lines, let me go to WhatsApp. All right. This one says, hard fact, Maryann, good day. So Ganduje can be eased out like that? Well, the party has said that he left based on medical conditions. Don't give it a name if it doesn't have it. I'm just saying. Well, he says APC is becoming like a Dead Sea, taking without giving. PDP is bewildered by many problems, but still remains a formidable opposition despite the destabilization of the destabilization plan by Wike. Our security can pick peaceful protesters but can't arrest elites fomenting trouble, according to Governor Caleb. Nigeria is on a cruise. Ayo, thank you for your message. I never get when you guys say this. This one here says, Maryann, if PDP can take away Wike and his colleagues spoiling the party, I believe they will bounce back. And for the APC, most of them will work against themselves once they do that convention. Ubuna from Aja. Also, there was, I think I listened also to an analysis someone was giving, and then the person said that, oh, there are not two sides in the APC, in the PDP, I beg your pardon. There's no Makinde versus Wike. They're both playing a script. These are the people who will deliver for the APC in 2027. And I thought to myself, really? But yeah. It's, I mean, people will come up with all kinds of propaganda, all kinds of analysis and opinions. It is an opinion galore. Yes. This one says, useless unless people decide to form a new party themselves. The so-called coalition, the APC, the Labour Party, the PDP, they are moving in circles. Mickey in Ikorodu sent us that one. This one here says, what is this? Why are you sending us this message? What for? We don't need this kind of messages here, so thank you very much. This one here says, good afternoon. PDP and APC, Nigeria must rise and flush them out. 2027. I'm sure you mean in 2027. Oh God, your messages. Else status quo remains. Let's give another fresh party to show that APC and PDP have failed Nigerians. James Inikorodu. Michael from Saboyaba says the hope of Nigerians to vote out the APC is 2020. I'm sure you mean in 2027. Looks bleak with this back and forth from the PDP. Even the coalition seems dead on arrival. It looks like we should just zero our minds that this will continue till 2031. Then power might change hands. Who's we? All right, this one says, please help me tell Nigerians that none of these political parties will save them. They need to build their parties and fund it themselves, and don't wait for one actor to fight your boss or your enemies, as we used to see in those action movies. The people are ready to acquire the knowledge that will liberate, and all they always want to do is all they want to do is that their former enemies should come and save them. Thank God we can see what the two big parties are and where the coalition is pitching their tents. I just they laugh for how we even give those political office big wigs an audience at all. Ayobami, thank you very much. This one says PDP should be ashamed of blaming the APC for the problems in the party. ADA may not be different from other political parties. Ofe, thank you for your message. Yomi from Maryann says, on Plateau governor, is he forecasting? When God created the first man, he gave him a name. Why can't the governor include Professor Zulum? Why can't the governor, including Professor Zulum, mention the names of those behind insecurity in their state? On vice president, oh, what a pity. He called Prof. Sibajo ice cream seller. Now he's used and dumped. Senator Tinubu does not use to vice. Check when he was governor. Yomi, I don't understand. The vice president is still the vice president. The last time I checked. Why are you guys making it look like he's been deposed? Patrick here from Ejigbo says, why won't there be crisis in all political parties? Tell me, where else do people get unacceptable and free money, commit all manners of atrocities against the state and citizens and go scot-free? Tell me. The answer is in Nigeria and Nigeria's politics and governance. Patrick, thank you. Sean here says, it's so painful to hear how defenseless the government is in fighting security in the country. There was a time some bigwigs accused each other of sponsoring terrorism, but none of them were called for questioning. 400 names were sent from Arab nations. Till now, we only know one person charged with terrorism. Recently, there was a report about 48 repentant terrorists that went back to killings in the north, and yet we still keep repenting them. May we stop pretending to be asleep in this country. Sean, thank you. I can take one last call before we go on a quick break. All right, let me take this call. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Maryann. Maduka from Peshtak.
Go ahead, Maduka.
Of what use is PDP that has been in power for long and that hasn't done anything to transform the economy, even their diversification, growing in the dark? Of what use is APC that is currently in power and has been in power that has not done anything to transform Nigeria? Let PDP die. Let APC die. Let new political party that will develop a proper roadmap that will take this country to greatness emerge on the surface and see if we can move forward. Nigeria is not created for PDP or APC. We want a group of politicians, whether alignment or alignment, that can take this country to where it belongs. Simple.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maduka. I do appreciate it. We'll go on a break, Lagos. Can you tell that I'm sick of it? This back and forth with politicians. I am so sick of it. And nothing at the core of it points to us being their priority. It's just a group of greedy people trying to, get their seat at the table and secure some monies for themselves at our own expense. Sad.
listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Hey, yeah, now I be
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.